In the heart of the Middle East, a nation we know today as Iran stands at the center of global headlines. Its ancient names, Elam and Persia, echo through the corridors of history, appearing in some of the oldest texts known to mankind, the Bible. But what do these ancient scriptures really say about Iran's future? Is it a story of judgment or one of unexpected redemption? Join us as we journey back in time, exploring the prophetic scrolls of Ezekiel, Jeremiah, and Daniel to uncover what may be foretold about this powerful nation's ultimate destiny. The answers we find might just change the way you see the world today. The story begins over 2,500 years ago with the prophet Jeremiah. In chapter 49, he delivers a stunning prophecy specifically against a region called Elam, which corresponds to modern-day southwestern Iran. He proclaims, "Behold, I will break the bow of Elam, the chief of their might." The bow was a symbol of Elam's military power, renowned for its archers. Jeremiah foretold that this strength would be shattered. He continues, saying God would bring disaster upon them and scatter them to the four winds. This sounds like a final devastating judgment. For centuries, this prophecy seemed to have found its fulfillment in various conquests. But then, Jeremiah reveals something astonishing at the very end. He says, "But in the latter days I will restore the fortunes of Elam, declares the Lord." This is a crucial turning point. A prophecy that begins with judgment ends with a promise of restoration. What could this mean for the people of Iran in our time? It suggests a future where, despite turmoil and scattering, a divine plan for renewal is in store. Let's turn to the book of Ezekiel, written around the same time. In chapters 38 and 39, Ezekiel paints a picture of a great, end-time confederacy of nations that will come against Israel. At the head of this coalition is a figure named Gog of the land of Magog. And who is listed as one of Gog's primary allies? Persia. That's right, the ancient name for Iran. Ezekiel describes Persia joining this massive invasion from the north. This prophecy has fascinated scholars for centuries, especially as they watch modern geopolitical alliances form. It places Iran, or Persia, as a key player in a significant end-time conflict. When you connect this with current events and the political rhetoric we hear today, Ezekiel's ancient vision feels eerily relevant. It raises the question, are we seeing the stage being set for this prophecy to unfold? While interpretations vary, the mention of Persia is undeniable, linking the nation directly to major eschatological events yet to come. Now let's consider the prophet Daniel, a man who lived and served in the heart of the Persian Empire itself. His visions provide a grand overview of successive world empires represented by fantastic beasts and statues. The Persian Empire is depicted as the bear in one vision and the ram in another, a powerful, dominant force that conquered Babylon. Daniel's prophecies were incredibly accurate, foretelling Persia's rise and its eventual fall to the goat, representing Greece under Alexander the Great. But Daniel's insights don't just stop in the ancient world. His writings lay the groundwork for understanding the flow of power and the spiritual battles that rage behind the scenes of human history. By understanding Persia's role in Daniel's visions, we see a pattern. Nations rise and fall, but a divine hand is guiding events toward a final conclusion. Iran, as ancient Persia, was a critical piece of that puzzle then, and the prophecies suggest it remains a critical piece today. So we have these different prophetic threads. Jeremiah speaks of judgment followed by restoration for Elam. Ezekiel places Persia in a coalition against Israel in the last days, and Daniel situates Persia within the grand sweep of world empires under God's sovereign control. How do we reconcile these? It seems Iran's destiny is complex and multifaceted. The prophecy of Ezekiel suggests a period of confrontation, where the nation's leadership aligns against God's purposes. This aligns with what we see in the geopolitical landscape, where tensions often run high. However, Jeremiah's promise of restoration for Elam offers a powerful counter-narrative of hope. It points to a spiritual awakening, a turning of hearts. And incredibly, we are seeing signs of that restoration today. Many reports indicate that Iran is home to one of the fastest-growing underground church movements in the world. Despite severe restrictions and persecution, millions are said to be turning to a new faith, seeking hope beyond their political and economic circumstances. Could this be the beginning of the restoration of fortunes that Jeremiah prophesied? Could it be that while the government pursues one path, the people of Iran are on another, one that leads to a different destiny? This spiritual revival happening on the ground adds a profound layer to the biblical prophecies. It suggests that Iran's future isn't just about armies and politics. It's about a transformation of the human heart, a fulfillment of a promise made thousands of years ago. So what does this all mean for the world? Iran's trajectory is deeply intertwined with global stability. The prophecies suggest its role in the end times will be significant one way or another. Whether through military conflict as described by Ezekiel or through a spiritual awakening as hinted at by Jeremiah, Iran's path will have ripple effects across the globe. It's a reminder that ancient texts can provide a framework for understanding modern events, not by predicting newspaper headlines, but by revealing the deeper spiritual dynamics at play. The story of Iran is a testament to the idea that no nation is beyond the scope of a divine plan, and that even in the midst of conflict and uncertainty, there can be a surprising and powerful story of redemption unfolding. As we look at the world today, it's easy to feel overwhelmed by the news and the conflicts that dominate our screens. But the biblical narrative concerning Iran offers a different perspective. It's a story filled with drama, conflict, and intrigue, but it ultimately points toward a bigger picture. It challenges us to look beyond the political posturing and see the human story. The story of a people with an ancient heritage and a prophetic destiny that is still being written. The fate of Iran is not just about a single nation. It's a piece of a much larger puzzle, one that affects us all. The tension between judgment and redemption, between conflict and restoration, lies at the heart of Iran's prophetic future, and its outcome could very well shape the world to come. Thank you for joining us on this journey through history and prophecy. The story of Iran is far from over, and its destiny remains one of the most compelling subjects of our time. If you found this exploration insightful, please like this video and subscribe to our channel for more deep dives into the stories that shape our world. We'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Until next time, stay curious and keep exploring.